Hello everybody, it's me, Layla again. A couple things I'd like to run through real fast before I start anything. First off, this is a super fucking casual stream. I know I just announced it legitimately 15 minutes before I started streaming. I don't expect much of a turnout, if any. I just kinda wanted to stream something and I was in the mood for some Sonic Riders. Because it's one of my favorite games. Not super sure how much of this I'm going to play through. Probably at least the entirety of the Heroes mode. Can't guarantee I'll go through the Babylon story too. Outside of that, I think it's worth noting that the cutscenes on my copy are bugged, so unfortunately the pre-rendered or like animated cutscenes don't work. As unfortunate as that is, I will keep you guys up to date with the story if you're not super familiar with it. And I think that's important. And again, apologies if there's any background noise. One reason I was a little hesitant about streaming right now is because like my house is very active right now. Like there's a lot of people moving around and doing stuff. So there may be some background noise. But you know, with all things considered, I think this is going to be a very nice and casual stream. And I hope y'all enjoy your stay. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. There we go. Yeah, this cutscene's bugged, so I'm gonna skip it. Long story short, they just met Jet and the Babylon Rogues for the first time in that cutscene. That's literally all that happens. Oh, also the Babylon Rogues are thieves / pirates. I will never not love that line, because it implies that regular races don't do that. So I quite enjoy that. Eggman Among Us funny moments. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It was incredibly cursed. God, this is the most early 2000s game, I think, in existence, and part of that I think is why I love it. It's also due to nostalgia. I grew up with the PS2 version of this game. The version I'm streaming is the GameCube one, but it's virtually identical in every way. Besides the, you know, GameCube being more powerful, as, you know, hardware goes. I do be racing. That was not a good start. I'm curious about how long it's going to take me to get through this, because my consistency with this game is non-existent. I swear it feels like every single time I play this game I do different levels of well. So I don't like know how great I'm gonna be at this, but we'll see, I suppose. I really do love this game though. It's so goddamn good. Also, this music is sickeningly techno, and I'm kinda here for it. Speaking of techno music, that's actually something I wanted to talk about. Well, I guess it's not techno, it's more electronic, but Daft Punk, my favorite band, today, just, like, officially announced, and had their publicist announce too, that they are no longer going to be making music. And their retirement is very well earned and stuff, don't get me wrong. But damn, that bummed me out a lot to hear. I don't know, their music really meant a lot to me, and I say meant as in past tense, but it's still true. I even wrote a paper for one of my college courses I was doing when I was doing what's called dual enrollment, where I would essentially do college courses while I was still in high school. And for one of those, I wrote a paper on Interstellar 5555, which is, you know, the little anime movie that Daft Punk, you know, played a hand in, and, you know, was essentially just a bunch of music videos that, if you watch them in order, told a story. And it was super fucking cool. I'm gonna stop rambling about that here, though, at least for right now, so this next cutscene can play out.
Yeah, but what exactly is Eggman really after?
Always bothered me if I didn't have a question mark over it.
Too important.
Hey, Sonic!
Huh? Amy? Don't tell me you've signed up too.
Of course, it really looks exciting and fun. Why wouldn't I join? And besides, this way, I'll be able to keep my eyes on you.
Ugh. Girls?
That mark.
Mark?
Uh-huh. I think it was on the boards of those guys we ran into in Future City. Babylon.
Babylon?
Yes, the mark of the Babylon.
I miss the Babylon Rogues so much. I know they're still in like the IDW comics, but I wish they used them more often.
Supposedly robbers lived there. According to rumors, this legendary band, the Babylon Rogues, were great thieves. Legend also says that the Babylon Rogues incurred the wrath of the gods because of their crimes, and that the island was cast into
Sorry, I forgot how fucking intense the story was. I quite miss how weird old Sonic games were willing to get with their stories, and this game is no exception.
remains on that island waiting to be discovered. There are also rumors that the Babylon Rogues were extreme gear specialists.
Still, how can a plank like that just float?
That's easy to explain. According to the Kutta-Joukowski lift theorem, the control surface flow is balanced by the inverse kinetics of the...
Stop! I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough for me.
I think my favorite part about this is that he's the one that asked.
Huh?
Ah, Wave. She's an asshole, but I love her.
Huh? That's
Like, design-wise, she's really cool.
customized it myself.
Character-wise, she is very needlessly rude. Rude and bad and rude.
Well,
I like the little detail. I'm actually not going to say that for spoiler reasons, but
jump. Thanks, though. It was good for a laugh. See ya, shorty. Oh, that girl! Who does she think she is?
Yeah, how can she just walk in and diss Tails?
God, that line.
No, and tinkering's all he's really good at, too.
Again, early 2000s. This game is very much a product of its time. I'm quite curious about how well this holds up for people who, you know, didn't grow up with it. Like, if people went back and played it today, what their thoughts would be on it, because I fucking adore this game, I really do. It's not perfect and it's quite cheesy, but, weirdly I think that adds to its charm. Oh, hang on. Just got a notification. Phones 20, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, hope you're doing well and everything. Ooh, that's real bad. I'll try my best to interact with chat and stuff as much as I can, but with a racing game like this, it is going to be a little less frequent than it is with other streams, so I do apologize if I don't, you know, respond as much as I would particularly enjoy. Ooh, that was not good. I don't believe I've ever, like, messed that up like that before. Huh, weird. As you'll come to see, I do love this game. I really do. But I am by no means super great at it. I still don't know how I feel about the, sort of like, turbulence mechanic in terms of being able to, like, ride behind other people. It's like a cool evolution of almost like the Mario Kart, like, slip slide drift kind of thing going on, but it does feel a little janky in the sense that, it sometimes leads to your death because it'll kind of, like, lead you off of a cliff. So that's quite annoying, but outside of that, I think this game is, really well designed as a racer, and I think it's quite underrated. I really do like it. Final lap, alright. You're doing good. Should be able to get this first try. This game isn't particularly difficult, but it definitely ramps up near the end, at least of the story mode for the heroes. Now the Babylon one is quite a bit more complicated, or at least I don't have nearly as much experience with it from when I was a kid, so I definitely do significantly worse in those than I do, you know, in most portions. But hopefully this ends up being enjoyable regardless. And that should do it. Heard a lot when you come to. You've heard a lot when it comes to this game, and you want to get it soon. Turbulence is weird, yeah. Yeah, I had the PS2 version of the game growing up as a kid, and gonna be entirely real, I don't remember having any issues in terms of performance. But yeah, this is currently the GameCube version that I'm streaming. Yeah, thank you again for the follow, though. I really do hope you're enjoying your time.
Oh, it's you! I'll make sure to pay you back for this. Ha! I let you get away last time, but definitely not today. Why wait till later, you little punk? I'll pay you back tenfold now.
Again, this cutscene just shows how super fucking cheesy this game is, but I'm here for it.
What are you doing, you clumsy fool? Was that supposed to be some kind of
That's super fair. I actually think you can get the game decently cheap, because I looked into physical copies fairly recently on eBay, and at least the PS2 version goes for anywhere from like $15 to $20-ish used. So I wouldn't imagine GameCube would be too much more, but I can't guarantee, but it's worth looking into. But yeah, if you want to check this game out, I think it's absolutely worth it. Sonic Riders is super fun.
looking forward to it?
Again, it's not perfect, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it is, but I do enjoy it. Oh yeah, the little moped thing Eggman rides on, it's hysterical. That scene always gets me. I'm getting a lot more like X ranks than I typically do on these turns. Drifting I've been struggling a lot with though, because I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart in my free time with my girlfriend Lily, who's very sweet by the way, and she also streams. Not to be gay and plug her content, but I'm gonna be gay and plug her content. Twitch.tv/hexlily, HEXLILY. She's currently playing through Dragon Quest IX, and she's very funny and very haha, and I feel very lucky to, you know, be with her. Fuck. Sorry, I'm doing so badly. This is what happens. This is my punishment. Oh, I usually do so much better than this. Oh no. How does he ride on that thing? That's a good question. Not super certain. Alright. Wait, pardon? I'm gonna restart. There's no way I'm gonna be able to win that one. I was way too far behind. Jeez, I can't remember the last time I lost on this stage. Guess I gotta just get back into focusing on the game. But yeah, drifting feels very tight in this game, and it feels great, don't get me wrong. But, because I've been playing so much, Mario Kart recently with Lily, it does feel very different. And because of that, I am struggling a bit more with it than I usually would. Nope, out of air. This is not good. Also, the air system's quite nice too. I do enjoy that. I've heard people describe this game before as like almost like a more skill-based Mario Kart, and honestly, for the most part, I agree. Not in terms of it being like, you know, inherently a rip-off or anything. It's just, it does enough to have its own identity, but still has those more casual elements to it that I think makes it not super accessible, which I think is why this game didn't take off the way Sega, I think, hoped for it to. Like, it's definitely not perfect in terms of easing the player into it, but if you take your time with it, it will reward you for it, and you can feel yourself getting better at it, which I think a lot of kart racers honestly lack, at least to a large degree. Like, most kart racers you pop in just to have fun anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but to me at least, I think it is nice to reward your player base a little bit for putting time into the game. And Sonic Riders, for all intents and purposes, does a pretty good job of that. Yeah, the game is pretty forgiving when it comes to gaining air, that is true. I think a lot of the strategy portion really comes into the fact that you can choose to expend extra air for like boosts and stuff, rather than having like items that boost for you. I think that's really cool. And even if it doesn't add a ton of depth, it still makes you, the player, feel a bit more in control. God, I'm sorry, I'm super happy to be rambling about stuff like this again. I really do love streaming. Oh yeah, getting 30 rings while low on air is definitely pretty busted. I don't know how intentional it was for it to work that way in terms of like it being a literal lifesaver in that regard. But I kind of like it, I do. Again, this game has a very unique kind of gameplay that I don't even think the sequels to this game did, especially not the one on Connect, but we don't talk about that one. That one didn't happen. Gonna take a sip of water while this is going, or carbonated water, whatever.
That's cool! Sonic! When did you learn those techniques?
Not very impressive for someone of your reputation. No, I've checked you out, actually. Not bad. I admit you're pretty fast on your feet. But here, it's a whole different story when riding with extreme gear. You see, to be the fastest on a gear, you have to become one with the wind. Without wings, well, you might as well kiss the ground and go home.
God, I really do love Jet. He's not at all menacing or anything,
Who does he think he is?
but like, weirdly that's why I like him.
Well, I don't think he's all talk, you know. I better be on my toes during this competition.
I never imagined anyone would enter the race with such a piece of junk.
Sorry, Sonic.
Is this the level with the giant centipede that's coming up? I think it is. I hate bugs as an individual. Well, not hate them, I'm just very scared of them. So, I've always had a bit of a dislike of the stage. Also, I'm kind of bad at it. It's very rare for me to beat it on my first try, but I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, he does sound like a more gravelly Sonic. They are, I don't know if you know this, I think it's like fairly common knowledge with this game though. Sonic's voice actor in this game voices Jet too. They are the same voice. Or same voice actor at least. Yeah, we're gonna retry that. Tails just got electrocuted, so yeah, I figured you did. Just figured I'd drop that information there in case that wasn't already known. See, the turbulence here was really frustrating because it directly stopped me from being able to go on the flight path that I wanted to go on, because I was just stuck in it following her, and that was quite annoying. I still hate the centipede thing. It doesn't freak me out nearly as much as it did when I was like, you know, really little, but oh, this is bad. I'm misjudging like every jump. I don't know why I'm suddenly doing so bad. Oh yeah, Tails' attack animation is really good. Alright, cool. We should be able to hypothetically bring this back. And that, out of all the things to do there, that was probably the worst. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch Wave here. Oh, well, we still got one more lap, actually. Again, because how fast-paced Mario Kart is in terms of, like, chaos and, like, the races themselves, part of me just keeps thinking that, like, these races are going to end sooner than they actually do. Alright, cool. So, as long as I can stay close to her, we'll be good. And, like, pass her last second. God, Wave really is one of my favorite Sonic characters, though, and weirdly I can't even, like, say for sure why. I just think she's cool. Alright, come on. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, we'll take that. You would think he would use his tails, but no, he uses... Yeah, no, he just kind of pulls out, I don't know what you would call it. I guess a plug, yeah. And then just kind of shocks people with it. It's kind of insane. I also find it weird that Shadow, like one of the bonus characters you can unlock, just kind of has a crystal ball for some reason. I've never understood that. Yeah, that's true. From a gameplay perspective, it makes sense for the tracks to be longer. And this upcoming scene here is CGI, so unfortunately it will not work. But I'll keep you guys up to speed for those of you who don't know what happens next.
Skills? I won't lose now.
Get ready. It's time for the final race to begin.
Oh wait, no, it happens after this race. Okay, never mind. This is another one that typically takes me quite a few tries. Yep, nope. That was a real bad start. It'll be alright though. This one isn't like particularly unforgiving. That'll do it though. What? That's so weird. I don't know why I keep missing that jump. I didn't know it was possible to? Like, I've never done that before, but now I've done it twice in a row. That's so strange. Once again, I know I mention this a lot, and I know it sounds like I'm just making up excuses for me to be bad at video games. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm good at this game, because I'm not, as much as I do love it. But that whole thing about the commentator's curse in terms of, like, when you stream a game, you do worse than you do on your own, it's 100% true. I didn't believe it. And I guess it's because you're, like, focused more on things like commentary and stuff. Whereas when you're playing a game by yourself, there's literally no pressure. So that could be it. But, yeah, I think about that quite a lot. Right. Oh yeah, no, this game can get incredibly intense, and there is like a tiny but very dedicated competitive scene to this game that I don't follow a ton, but from what I've seen of it, yeah, things get absolutely wild, and it's quite fun to watch. Most of the people that participate in those actively remind me that I'll never be able to, you know, play this game competitively. Not that I've, like, thought about it too hard, but, whew, there's some serious skill and dedication that goes into it, and I fully respect it. It made me quite happy to see that this game had a, competitive following to any extent, because I really do feel like this game is really underappreciated, and is one of my favorite racing games. Again, I don't know how fair that is for me to even say, because I don't play a ton of racers, so take my opinion there with a grain of salt, but from the ones I've played, Riders is a very good one. I was so scared that turbulence was going to take me right over the edge. Alright, quite a bit ahead, so as long as I don't blow this here, then we're good. Yeah, this game's a ton more involved than most other ones. Like, in terms of the interactions you can have with other racers, it can get pretty wild. Which I think is really impressive that it can get that chaotic without it having, you know, items and stuff. Sonic hacking dies. Oh, it certainly is fun, yeah. Everything in this game feels pretty satisfying. Again, it's weird. I know for a fact this game is not perfect in a lot of ways, but it feels great to play. And I know it's because I'm like used to this game more than like the average person, because again, I did grow up with it. Granted, I only play it like once every couple months now, but I think this is the one where it randomly cuts to really good CGI. So I am going to have to skip that cutscene, unfortunately, because only the audio will play. But basically, long story short, surprise, surprise, Eggman's a villain, and he was just using the Chaos Emeralds as an entry fee so he could get all of them in one place. And with the power of that cube that I forget the name of, it basically pulls up an island, that being Babylon. And here it is, Eggman on the fucking moped. I can't wait. Here we go.
I found you.
Oh, there he fucking goes. I love him. It's funny too because of how like Eggman's fucking tall. Like, he's a big guy, at least in comparison to the rest of the cast. So like seeing him all scrunched up on a moped fucking kills me. Wonderful. Oh. Also, hello, Professor O. Glad you're here. Alright.
You can't catch up with him. Get out of my way. Is that what you think?
And this race is incredibly fucking difficult, and I know for a fact I won't be doing it on my first try. If anything, this is where most of the stream duration's probably going to go. With how quickly we are getting through this hero mode, though, depending on how long this takes, I might at least start the Babylon story. I don't know if I've ever, like... No, I've definitely finished it before, the Babylon story. I mean, it's been a long time. I don't think I could ever beat it as, like, a kid, though. Like, the Babylon story has a very intense difficulty spike, which I get they were trying to, like, lengthen the game. Because, I mean, the fact that I'm already on, like, the last level of the hero story goes to show how dependent the length on this game is tied to your, you know, abilities with this game, or skill level, whatever you would want to call it. Then this, yep, that falls apart. One of my biggest issues with this stage specifically is right here, that turn. If you're behind somebody who's in first place, the turbulence 9 times out of 10 will absolutely drop you off that cliff, and it's so frustrating. It really is irritating. Like, the amount of times that happens to me is kind of ridiculous. God, this guy is right on me, huh? Yeah, that's fair. And I know it is possible to be a lot better at this race than I am. I just... Ugh. I do what I can, and I just basically keep replaying it until I beat it. Nope. That might cost me the entire race, gonna be real. I'm just gonna hope this turbulence doesn't take me off the edge. Okay, cool, it didn't. We're good. Alright. Final lap. The music in this game is very good, though. Again, it is very, like, early 2000s techno, but, you know, as somebody who was born in 2001, it kinda hits. I enjoy it. Imagine the AI letting you get rings. I swear, this game gets so randomly unforgiving on this stage. It really does feel like if you fuck up once on the stage, you're just done. Like, there's just nothing you can do to realistically catch up. Again, logically speaking, I know I could be wrong about that. There could be some things that I'm overlooking. Oh, okay. Hate that turn. I always feel like I'm gonna die there. Yep. Alright, we'll retry it. Yeah, part of me wonders if it would have been... Okay, I get it. Like, the moped's hilarious, and I'm very thankful it's here for that, if nothing else. But logically, I think it would have been really cool if he had his, like, I don't know what you would call it, but the little cart thing he's in, like, most of the boss fights from the classic games. Like, the one that has the little wrecking ball that comes down in his first boss fight in Sonic 1. I forget, like, the name of that, but I think it'd be cool if he had that and then was maybe, like, a flight type instead. Eggmobile, yes, thank you. I don't know how I forgot that. He names all of his inventions after, you know, Egg. Now I'm just thinking about how cool the Egg Dragoon is. I know that's entirely unrelated, but I really do like that robot. Yeah, no, Eggman just has the ability to punch moving vehicles out of his way, and I think that's powerful. I quite enjoy that about him. Good for Eggman. This man's gonna toss me over the edge, I just know it. No, okay. Weirdly, this game likes to prove me wrong when I say things out loud, so I guess I'm just gonna keep saying that and hope that that continues being the case. I still don't even know if this is going to be the one. Like, I already feel like I'm way too far behind to catch up. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't the final lap. I thought it was. Again, I've still got Mario Kart on the brain. And I don't know why, because outside of them being like character-based racers, they're really not that similar at all. I don't know where that dropped me. I think I fell like through the ceiling on that part of the track, through the other part? I'm not sure. Also, that wall just kind of screwed me up. Like, despite me being in turbulence, which is an uncontrollable state. I was still gonna lose either way, but I am mildly salty about that one. Very happy I tagged this with casual playthrough because I know there are some very dedicated Sonic Rider fans out there that would probably want to murder me for how bad I'm playing currently. Jokes aside, from what I've seen, I think the Sonic Riders community... Oh, another sound? Hold that thought. TLBG14, thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for, you know, hanging out and stuff. I hope you enjoy your stay. I really didn't think anybody was going to show up for this stream, I'm going to be entirely real. I announced it on my Twitter like 15 minutes before I started, and it's a very casual stream, but it means a lot that at least one or two of you are here and enjoying it, so, you know, thank you for that. It really does mean the world, because I don't typically do this for anything like that. Like, viewership doesn't mean anything to me. Well, that's not true, it doesn't mean nothing to me. I just mean, you know, I mainly do this for the creative satisfaction. There's what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. I don't think I can save that. Ooh, a Sonic Rider speedrun marathon. Nice. I hope you enjoy that. I've actually only ever played the first game, which is the one, you know, unsurprisingly I'm playing right now. I wish you luck with that, though. I am not good at these games. I love them, though. Or at least this first one. Which I feel like I sound like a broken record at this point saying that, and I do apologize, but... And... yeah... Jet does not want me to win. That is true. Apparently I don't want me to win either because I keep fucking up in very easy to not mess up ways. Yeah, as much as I love this game, I really cannot defend the very sudden, difficult spike for this episode. Not this episode, excuse me, this, specific track. It really does feel like they just didn't want you to beat the final level on one try, specifically because of how incredibly short the story mode is. And I don't really know how I feel about, like, artificial padding in games. Oh, I've never noticed that Jet drops tornadoes in this stage. I don't think that's ever happened to me, thankfully. But, I will absolutely take your word on that. With as weirdly difficult as some other stuff gets. Oh, hey, that's a lap 1 level up. This might potentially be the one, assuming I don't mess up. Also, that's very fair that you're only going to do the first 2 games. I just read what you said about that. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, honestly, probably for the best. From what I've seen about free riders and what I love about this game, and the mess that it seems like it turned out to be, I really think the Connect game was like a disgrace to the series. I truly do. I don't even think I would mind a Sonic Racing game on Connect. If they really wanted to make a weird little gimmicky thing like that, I would have been okay with it. If not for the fact that they kind of banked Riders as a series on that one title. Like, I don't see why it needed to have the writer's name on it, if that makes sense at all. Yeah, I've heard that the motion controls barely work, despite them forcing motion controls down your throat in what was originally a very competitive racer. It's jarring and strange. This is bad. Oh, this is so bad. Thankfully I didn't get nearly as far behind as I thought I would there, but... Oh. always take that turn too tight. Imagine someone's directly in front of you, and they fall off of the track, and then they come from behind you less than a second later and knock you off of your board. We can do this. We can do this. We got a decent lead. By that I mean a very small one, but it's good that we have one at all. I'm sorry to hear that it was that bad, that you like couldn't even bring yourself to play it past the first race. Unfortunately, I don't think that's an incredibly uncommon sentiment. I feel like a lot of people feel that way, and it seems to be very valid. Alright, no, we'll take that. That wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it would be. Usually takes me longer than that, to be honest.
Even without wings, I can still fly.
It's so cheesy. I love it though.
Where are you, Eggman?
Before you move.
Darn.
Darn.
Nothing. Just be a good hedgehog and stay still.
Yeah, I love how he just kind of pulls Amy out of a bush. I don't know why she was like there though. That's never explained. He's just like, oh, look at this, and he fucking pulls Amy out of a bush. It's so weird. Like, from Amy's perspective, why did she decide to nap in a bush on an island that just kind of spawned? It's so jarring. Oh.
Hey, catch! What? I lost! So don't play games with me! I don't want your pity, nor do I need it!
Are you crazy? If they don't want it, then let's take it. Treasure is treasure.
I think it's time to leave now. Tails?
Yeah.
Amy?
I still want to know why she was in a bush.
How could you dive into Eggman knowing I was there?
Well, Amy, I thought it'd be okay with you, and,
That, like, expression always gets me.
Sonic, I won't forgive you this time!
Amy lives in that bush. I find it hard to believe seeing that this island just spawned. Got the PNG of the island just zooming out. It's not like clear that that's like a JPEG or PNG until you up the resolution. Like, it's masked very well in the initial release. But yeah, that's Sonic Riders, at least the hero story. But I tell you what, we're making such good time with this. Like, I've only been streaming for about 50 minutes. I think I might go for the Babylon ones too. I'm not gonna promise here that I'm gonna be finishing the Babylon one, but I mean, hey, we're here, we're having a good time. Might as well at least start it. I will say my gameplay is going to get significantly worse because I have at least some memory of these stage layouts for the hero story, and I have none of that for the Babylon story. Would I finish it soon in a few days? Gonna be entirely real. I can't say for sure either way. I think realistically speaking, if I start it here tonight, which I'm going to, I'm probably gonna finish it here tonight. If I don't though, I can't promise that I will come back to it, at least as its own thing. In the future, yeah, I'm definitely going to play like the entirety of Sonic Riders in terms of the Hero and Babylon stories at some point in the future. Like, this seems like the kind of game I can come back and replay time and time again. Probably at least once every few months, or at least once a year or so. So again, I don't know, I can't promise. This is a very like chill stream for me, and I just picked this because it's one of my favorite games, and I don't like want to commit to anything super major tonight. I'm just really not feeling it, which I know is incredibly unprofessional, but I'm just here to have fun. So I need to play Zero Gravity, and that's when I really want to stream, because I have never played Zero Gravity. I always wanted it as a kid, and I remember seeing it in Blockbuster as a kid and thinking like, I really wish I could rent it. But I remember the people I lived with at the time straight up told me no, because it's the funniest thing to me. They told me I couldn't rent it because it was a game that was $3.99, or maybe it was $2.99. Yeah, I think it was $2.99 a night to rent. And I was always told I had to get games from the 99-cent a night to rent thing. So it always eluded me because of that little price tag. Never did get to play it. But hey, now that I have it available to me, it's very possible I might play that on stream at some point. In fact, I largely intend to. Again, I can't give a specific date on that, but yeah, I think playing the sequel to Sonic Riders for the first time ever would be fun as hell.
Really, Jet? How can you be so relaxed at a time like this? Don't you see?
This game is rooted very deeply in my childhood.
Some you understand, but you...
I appreciate the actual, like, fast-forwarding kind of sound.
I think it's time for a little fun.
Love how he just sneaks away. No, yeah, this game is incredibly corny, but I love it.
Hey, Jet! You come back here, right now! Why do I even bother? Unless I take
And I
charge
love
of
seeing
everything
the
that's done here.
different perspectives from like the quote-unquote villains kind of side. That was one thing I really liked about like the adventure and era of Sonic, in terms of like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 having different perspectives. As much as I am not personally a big fan of the adventure games, I can appreciate that aspect of them. And I think Sonic Riders continues that tradition very well as Sonic Heroes, in terms of just having different playable perspectives, so the story's a bit more fleshed out. I always thought that was nice. I'm not sure why I love that as much as I do, but I do enjoy it. And it's something that I wish the newer games did more of. But you know, I don't mind having like a longer single player story that focuses on one character necessarily. Like, I'm completely content either way with either two shorter ones or one longer one. I'm still fine with that. Oh no, yeah, Wave definitely has like the mom energy of the group. but like weirdly she's not super mature either. So it's quite an interesting dynamic. I fucking love the Babylon Rogues so much. God, I really don't know these stages at all. It feels like new territory to me. Again, I've seen these stages before in the past, but it's been so long. The stage is very pretty though. That's bad. What? What? Did I just clip to the stage? Alright, I'm gonna have to retry. There's no way I can get back from that, but damn. That's weird. How would Wave race Chow? That is an excellent question. Here's the thing. I think if like all the Babylon Rogues were just hanging out in the Chow Garden, I feel like weirdly Storm, like the, you know, very generic big tough guy. I like to think he's got that trope going on where he's like secretly got a very soft heart and he's very kind and great with kids and stuff. That's how I consider or how I headcanon Storm. So I kind of like to think that, like, Wave would be just kind of there. Like, she wouldn't be bad at it, but not great at it either. Storm, though. Storm is absolutely like a Chow dad. Now, Wave would be very supportive in the competitions, I think. Specifically, I think she'd be all over the Chow Karate. Or whatever, you know, that minigame's called. The dojo one. I forget the title. But I think in terms of most of, like, the basic parental responsibilities that come with a child would be, you know, taken care of by Storm. Sorry that's such an in-depth answer. I know that was, like, more of a jokey question, but I kind of like thinking about it. Jet, I think Jet would specifically train and feed the Chow for the racing game. Urban Chow races, and I completely missed. Damn. Sorry I'm not saying much here, I'm getting like very focused trying to get through this stage. Also, I appreciate y'all in chat who have been, you know, so kind and just, you know, great tonight. Truly, when I was starting this Twitch channel back in October, I was truthfully really scared of the reception I would get because, without going into too much detail, people have not in my past been particularly nice to me. So, it's not something I've seen a lot of. But it greatly means a lot to me that y'all have been good in terms of, like, the, you know, not backseating and, you know, respecting my pronouns and stuff. Which I don't even think that's really been mentioned here much, but, you know, for those of you who are new here, which I think is most of you, I'm Layla and my pronouns are she, her, so just a fun little tidbit. But, yeah, no, y'all been great, and it means a lot that I can sit here and say dumb little ramblings about my favorite games, and sometimes people will show up for them. It's super sweet, and it means a lot. Again, I don't do this because I expect people to watch them or anything. I truly don't. But, it's been such a pleasant surprise. And it can be great, too, for those, times where I don't feel particularly motivated or anything. Yeah, Twitch chat do be Twitch chat, that's very true. Like, I'm fully aware, and I honestly fully expect, like, shitty people, or at least people to treat me in shitty ways coming through at some point. Like, that's gonna happen. At any point you put anything on the internet, that kind of thing happens, and I get that. And I'm prepared for it when it does happen. Thankfully, though, I've honestly not had that experience yet. And, I don't know, I've been very pleasantly surprised with the people who come to hang out on my, streams. That's bad. Also, you're right, Eggman is 100% an evil Chow Dad. And he's obnoxiously good at it, too. Alright, so it seems like as long as I take a lot of these grind rails, I'll get pretty consistently ahead. So I guess that's what I'm gonna be, like, focusing on here. It's nice of the CPU to actually let me pick up a couple rings that time. It's quite rare. God, Jed just sneezing on people is so rude. Like, all of his other attacks, like, make sense for him, I feel. Or at least, like, feel pretty natural contextually for him as a character, but him just fucking sneezing on people is so obnoxious, and I'm kinda here for it. No, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Hold the thought, I am gonna read that message. Oh yeah, we do know about that through the Twitter takeover thing. That is true. What? How did I mess that up? Okay. Yeah, this is why I legitimately don't think I'm going to be beating the Babylon story tonight. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not, like, completely dead set either way yet. But I don't think I can do it, yo. Gonna be real. I keep, like, doing that jump a bit too early. Yeah, that's true. Jet would laugh at everyone. And anyone. Alright. Oh yeah, no, Jed's always been a jerk. He, has never not been. But even so, I still feel like the sneeze is, like, super over the top. I've never heard that announcer line, actually, the he's hot stuff. Look at those sparks. Never heard that one before. Y'all ever just get knocked into a pit stop? Cool. It's better than nothing. Hello, I was trying to get in that turbulence. Yeah, with like the leaf and the wing, it definitely feels like it suits him a lot better. At least in my opinion. And granted, it's just that. That's just my opinion. Everybody's allowed to have their own. God, now I'm thinking about Blockbuster because I mentioned it earlier, and it's kind of surreal to think about, truly. Like, how easy it is to, you know, play Wii games nowadays in comparison to how it was for me back then. Like, basically every game I saw in that Blockbuster I could hypothetically just play now, and that still feels weird. I'm in that age where, like, okay, like, currently I'm 19, and, it feels very strange, to think that I'm, like, technically an adult, because I've yet to, like, fully conceptualize how different things are. Like, the amount of, like, freedom I have and stuff, and, you know, responsibilities and stuff. The responsibilities part was not super surprising or jarring, because I'm gonna be real, I've always had a lot of pressure on me in that sense, so, like, that's nothing super new for me. Both pressure from, like, other peers and I just kind of had on myself. This is a weird way to take this conversation. Like, I get this is Sonic Riders gameplay and this isn't related at all to a game I'm playing actively, but I just, you know, it's on my brain right now. It's just surreal to think about, you know? Because, again, looking at Blockbuster and just thinking, I wish I had $2.99 to, you know, rent Sonic Zero Gravity or whatever. And, like, nowadays that's just, like, such a feasible thing to, like, pick up a game and play. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that, truthfully. Sometimes I just say things and half of the time they make sense. No, I messed it up. Why did I even go for that? I still had the lead, and I didn't have to. I don't even know why I went for that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. There's no way I can get back from fourth. Oh no, yeah, for sure. I truly do think they wanted to make Sonic Riders something special, and honestly, I think they succeeded. Like, I get it, financially this game did not do super well, and it can feel a little jank in particular areas. But for a racer from the early 2000s, this is phenomenal. Like, the fact that I can still go back to this game today and have this much fun with it, I think is a testament to just how solid this game is. And it's so unique. Again, I don't think there will ever be another game like Sonic Riders. Even other Sonic racing games don't compare. Hell, from what I've seen of the sequels, I'd argue those are even vastly different. Yeah, no, a lot of work was put into this game, and I think they wanted to take this little spin-off game and put just as much effort into it as the mainline titles at the time. Like, personally, I would rather go back and play Sonic Riders over Sonic Heroes any day of the week, and I grew up with both of those games. Sonic Heroes and Sonic Riders, I mean. But I greatly preferred this one, even as a kid. Well, that's not true. I kind of loved, Team Rose's dialogue as a kid. I am so sorry. I know gameplay-wise this is painful to watch and I'm messing up a whole lot. Realistically, this damn well could be the rest of the stream. Just me struggling on this until at some point I call it. But I hope my commentary has been, you know, interesting enough to make this at least decently interesting. Sometimes you're having a bit of a bad day and you just want to play a little bit of Sonic Riders on Twitch, you know? It happens. Yeah, I definitely feel that way. Me, you know, comparing this game to Sonic Heroes is solely just because it was around the same time period, and the fact that I grew up with both of them. I'm by no means saying that Sonic Heroes is a bad game, or, you know, anywhere close to unplayable or anything. I just, in terms of my personal experiences with both, I think I definitely have a preference for this one. But yeah, no, that's incredibly valid. Oh god, when I actually get like the rank X things, it feels so great. It really does. It's not like overly complicated to do, but getting them feels great. This game does a great job of, you know, even when I'm like losing terribly, I'm still having fun with this game. Like, I'm not great at it at all, and I think that is quite alright. Alright, I think I got the timing down on that, like, vine a lot better. Thankfully, it took me long enough, right? I'm getting kind of hungry too, so I don't like know how much longer the stream will go. Again, I know that the stream is like a lot shorter than most people's, and including like most of my own. But I don't know. I just don't know how long I'm willing to go tonight. I've been so uncertain and indecisive these last couple of days. It's been insane. I did get Sonic Riders to work. Oh my god, I was reading a message from my girlfriend in chat and fell off the stage. H. Hang on, I'll take a look. Let's see. Yeah, I did get the game to work though, Lily, I certainly did. The cutscenes though, not so much. The CGI cutscenes still couldn't get to work. I just decided to stream it anyways. So that's what I'm doing. Also, hope you don't mind, but I totally plugged some of your stuff earlier, because, you know, you're great, and I care about you a lot, and want to see you do well. I may be gay, and that is the end of that sentence. Yeah, I saw that. Jet did just smack into the wall, and honestly... I say I saw that as if I'm not playing as Jet. And for half a second I honestly forgot I was. For some reason I was still thinking I was Sonic, despite being the person that led to him smacking into a wall. Oh no, I just realized, Lily, you didn't see. I've already beaten the hero mode. You haven't seen me do decent at this game, and now you're just gonna see me struggling and think I'm terrible at it. Damn. Much like in Mario Kart. Nah, jokes aside, thank you for coming out and stuff though. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Like, it's good to have you here, it means a lot. Should I go for this? Oh, okay. Realistically, I don't even think I should have went for that, but I'm glad it didn't, you know, end up biting me. Also, again, because I do think we have a bit more people in chat than we did, just like to go ahead and remind everybody that I'm doing my best to respond to chat and stuff, but because I'm playing a racing game that actively requires more focus, I won't be as interactive with chat as I typically like to be. Like, largely, I feel like a lot of my interaction will go in between races or specific points where I'm, like, on turbulence and can't move a whole lot. No! No, 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 no. I can't lose this now. Come on. This has definitely been my best run of this track so far. Come on, Jet. You can do it. Oh, fuck. Okay. Finally. Damn. Yeah, that's true. Logically, I don't know how they stay on their boards either. I just, you know.
Boss! Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
How'd it go?
Take a look at this, boss.
Gimme.
It's an AMD Ryzen 7. It can run most modern games at 60 FPS with compatible graphics cards.
It's an entry in Eggman's diary. It's about the Babylon treasure from our ancient ancestors.
Like this fucking malware pop-up by Eggman.
I got those bird brains to believe that Babylon treasure was just a gem. I can't believe they fell for it.
What fools! Can you believe the real treasure is the ancient but advanced technology of the Babylonians? What irony! I found a story about a boy who received an angel wing from the Babylonians as a gift. The story says that with it, the boy was able to rule the world. And this was just a gift. I'm anxious to find this technology as soon as possible. Imagine the vast possibilities of the technology they must have kept for themselves.
I like that he just fucking disappears before the thing actually closes. He just ceases to exist half a frame before he's supposed to. Or like a couple frames, whatever.
Too bad, really. I haven't the slightest interest in world domination or advanced technology.
Hey, wait a second, okay, Jet? While Eggman may not look smart, he is. He has an IQ of 300 after all. If he's interested in this technology, it must have value.
Are you saying there's profit in this?
Think about it. It may be more valuable than finding
Jet
some
capitalist
gold.
moments.
Why'd you do that? I was just having this great daydream.
Come on, Jet. It's time to go back to the race.
All right, let's finish this. Then we'll finally get the treasure of Babylon.
They are schmoovin'. Oh, fuck. This stage. No, I missed like the 100 thing and went the wrong way. Huh. Oh yeah, I've seen the ending of the game before, and it is quite humorous, and I do enjoy that. Again, I like how this game is like, it weirdly has like some strangely serious plot points, but also doesn't take itself too seriously either, if that makes sense. It's a very good mix that just leads to a very cheesy experience. I will say this map design is super cool. Trying so hard to catch up with the turbulence. Damn, Sonic's so far ahead, what the hell? I mean, he's Sonic, so I guess that makes sense, but... Love the music for this stage, too. Yeah, Psycho Illusion is such a good stage. Legitimately, when I think of good stages in, like, games, my brain goes to Sega Illusion. I gotta restart. There's no way I can catch up. He's like half of the map in front of me. Whoa, okay. I already feel so incredibly far behind. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, this could be particularly helpful. Just ride that all the way to the front, hell yeah. Okay, cool, Sonic missed it, so... And is somehow still in front of me. Is this how Eggman feels? I feel like this is how Robotnik ends up feeling 9 times out of 10. This little blue asshole keeps showing up and wrecking everything. Yeah, damn. Oh yeah, the fact that there are day and night versions of the tracks is a very nice detail, and I like that they're more than just that too. Like, they actively change elements of it significantly. Like, thematically they're still the same level, but outside of that they are completely different, and I think that's really cool. Okay, if I can keep it calm and steady here. Yep, alright. We can potentially catch up to Sonic. Maybe. I'm like so invested in chat that I keep saying we, like in terms of referring to myself and my own gameplay, because I'm just like, yeah, chat's here too, why not? If I were in chat, I don't think I'd want to be associated with this gameplay. Oh. Honestly, after this attempt, I might round this off in a much more satisfying and realistic way for me to quote-unquote finish, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the Babylon story mode. I really don't, at least not tonight. Again, it's potentially possible I'll come back to this. Not gonna make any promises though. This is a very casual pick up and play stream for me. But I might just like mess around on some other tracks with some other characters that aren't in the story mode, or just whoever I feel like playing as. What? I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, there is no way this is happening. Alright, we'll check out some casual free races. Yeah, again, I do appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out and stuff. Let's see. It's a good stage. What are the ones we have unlocked? I have Night Chase unlocked. I might do that one. Trying to see if I'm feeling more Amy or Rouge today, in terms of who I want to play as. I kind of like Rouge. I might go her. Shadow, I'll tell you what, I didn't see the comment until just now. I'll go Shadow next round. Oh yeah, the skates are nice. Also, how they added some other Sega reps in this game after you beat like the Babylon story mode. I am legitimately bothered that they didn't add a Jet Set Radio rep. I feel like it would have been perfect. Like the fact that they already have skating in this game. Oh, it's been a long time since I've been on the stage. I guess I did accidentally skip over some of the Babylon story mode here tonight because of the fact that I've already, I guess played some of the Babylon one off screen on the save file. My bad about that, y'all. Yeah, I like how, like, specific parts of this track feel very familiar, but it is still overall quite different. Like, the day and night stages are very different from one another, and I like that. I had a feeling I was gonna hit one of those. I never liked the realistic honking. It's weirdly nerve-wracking. This stage is so pretty too. Also, I really like the announcer's voice in this game. Oh yeah, I forgot Rouge's power-up thing basically allows her to have the same abilities or benefits as a power-type character, despite being a speed-type. Which, by the way, the like triangle of different abilities and stuff in this game is super rad. Oh. It actually might be. The announcer very well could be Omochao. I'm not super sure. Maybe. Let's see. I feel like Middle City, as much as it being a very simple stage, is very good for Shadow. Look at him just schmoovin'. Glad you reminded me about Shadow having the skates. For half a second. I kind of forgot about that. Which I don't know why. It's very unique and pretty memorable too, all things considered. Yeah, that's so jarring. The that just doesn't look right with the crystal ball, where he's just kind of standing there and suddenly almost A poses. It's quite weird. Shadow does feel great to play as, though. Maybe it's just me, but he kind of feels faster than most of the other characters, at least in this specific gear. I still don't know what's up with the crystal ball. I really have no idea. One thing I've been thinking about a lot with this game, though, is, so, quick little tidbit about me, one thing I'm weirdly nostalgic over is, older titles that were released on multiple platforms. Typically, when older games were released as a multi-plat title, and were also on handhelds, they had an entirely different version of the game on handheld. And even if those games typically ended up not being as good as the console counterparts, I always thought that was super interesting. You know, as a kid, I always thought it would be super novel to have console quality games on the go, which I think the Switch is such a wild concept and cool concept for as a console, because if something like the Switch existed when I was a kid, I know I would have been all over it a lot more than I am now. But, one thing I've been thinking about a lot with this game, and I'm just going to replay the stage while I'm talking about this in the background, but, oh wait, that is not what that meant when I hit replay. Alright, well, I kind of feel that, it's really frustrating to me, at least, that, to my understanding, there was a damn near completed Game Boy Advanced version of this game that just kinda never came out. And the ROM of it never surfaced or anything online, so it's largely lost to history. And I think that's a shame. And I'd love to see what that game is like, because I'm gonna be real, I firmly believe it won't be as good as the console version, but, you know, part of me will always wonder what that game was like. I don't even, like, fully know why they didn't release it. Like, I don't even have the context for that. I've just heard about it existing, and I've seen, like, the one tidbit that surfaced of it being, like, I think it's, like, a GIF of a checker flag or something. And that's about it. So it is largely completely unknown. I'm just so confused though, like, I'm just thinking about it in retrospect. Like, I guess Sega just didn't really want to pay to have those copies printed, but they already went through all the trouble of developing it, so it feels really weird. Sega is a company I'm very spotty about in terms of how they treat their IPs. It's very inconsistent. Like, how they treat their creatives is very strange to me. Like, obviously they're a corporation, and like any other one, they're not nearly as good at the creatives as I feel they should be, but, I don't know. The ways that they just change their mind about what they want to do all the time is very strange to me. Especially with more recent Sonic titles. I know I'm not even close to being the first person who said this or discovered this, but yeah, they're scared to try like anything new. And I feel like some of their older weirder titles were some of my favorites. Like, I think one of my favorite Sonic games is probably Sonic Unleashed, specifically the HD versions, like the 360 and PS3 versions. I still am kind of hoping one day that'll come to Steam, as unrealistic as that is. Is Shadow basically a clone of Sonic when using a board? I think everybody on a board plays decently similar in terms of being speed types, despite some different animations. But yeah, I guess for all intents and purposes you could kind of categorize it that way. I'm gonna go Cream, because I haven't, like, played as Cream the Rabbit, I think, ever? Which is a shame, because Cream's not really in any new Sonic games anymore for some reason. At least not to what I can remember. I think the last time she was in one was in, Sonic Generations, I want to say? Part of me wished that she had a cheese with her, like her little Chow, floating next to her, similar to how Rosalina in Mario Kart Wii has the Luma with her. I think that'd be very cute. That'd be a lot of extra, you know, work though, so I get why it's not. It's just weird seeing Cream without cheese. Oh, well, ask and you shall receive. Huh. That's kind of cool. Realistically, I probably played as her at some point and just kind of forgot about it. No, I really like that though, that she has cheese in her, like, attacks. Speaking of Sonic characters I feel like we don't see enough of, I want Tango and Whisper to be in like a mainline game so bad. I really do. I know there's like a mod that somebody was working on to put them in Sonic Generations, and I know there's already a mod to have them in the PC version of Forces, but I'm really hoping that Generation mod gets posted online at some point soon. Like, a more completed version, because there's like gameplay of it on YouTube that I've seen, but it's not like actively available to the public at this given moment. I don't even remember who made it, but props to them. I really quite enjoy Tango and Whisper, and I'm starving for more content from those two. Honestly, wouldn't Cream... Yeah, Cream's Chow would absolutely be the kind of person to just bring a murderous pet with her. Not entirely convinced that her Chow isn't like Rabbit. Oh, haha. Cream the Rabbit and Cheese the Rabbit. Hoo hoo hee hee. That's fucking stupid. I might do like 1 or 2 more characters just fucking around on this map, and then I honestly might call it. I know, again, this has been a very short and super casual stream, but I don't really have a lot to say about it. One thing I'll go ahead and put in chat real fast for those of you who would like to keep up to date with me that are new here. I post about all of my upcoming streams and stuff on Twitter before anything else. So, if you would like to stay up to date with that, that is my Twitter handle. Ooh, we'll try different gears. Yeah, I'll definitely do that for these last couple ones. I honestly didn't think about it. Alright. Free race. Sure, that's fine. Ooh, hang on. Amy Rose can be in the darkness skates? Are you kidding me? Holy fuck. No, this is rad. I'm here for this. This is absolutely what I'm doing. But yeah, again, I do want to say thank you all again for hanging out and stuff. It means a lot. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream at all today, but I'm honestly glad I did. You know, it wasn't anything super intense or anything, and I had a lot of fun with it, so I'm glad I worked up the motivation to actually do something today. Well, I've done stuff today, but you know what I mean. Words. It's so jarring seeing Amy on the skates. I had no idea that she could do this. I'm kinda here for this, though. Absolutely schmoovin'. I like that Amy like actively looks behind her a lot with her hammer out, because with that animation it really looks like she's just looking for someone to whack. Which I think is pretty in character for Amy. Amy seems like she would absolutely fuck somebody up over a race. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that all speed types could use skates. For some reason I was thinking that was like only a shadow thing. Poor Tails is like so behind. Big on a sled. Part of me really wants to see Big in skates. I know he would definitely be like a power type, so he wouldn't. But yeah, no, I'd be down for that. Big as a racer in this game would be something I'd be down to see in honestly any capacity. Let's see, what time is it? Oh yeah, it's 7:45. Alright y'all, again, I know this was by no means a long stream or anything. Like, I get that. But, this was a stream I did a lot for me. And I hope y'all had a, good time with it, because I definitely had fun, talking with y'all and stuff. So, I'm gonna go get some dinner. And realistically probably just listen to Daft Punk music for the rest of the day. Y'all have a wonderful night.